right, welcome to Inside the Gaming Lounge. I know it's been a while since we've done any live gaming, but we are back, and I am Marcus Blake, joined with our squad leader, Mr. K. Scott Cooper.
Hey, 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 hey.
And Mr. Darth Purple, Mr. Chad Womack.
Morning, folks. Afternoon, wherever you are.
And we'd like to introduce the newest member of our gaming team, the fabulous Beth Currier.
Hello.
That's right. We've added a fourth member, a good old friend of Scott's from college, who's been gaming with us for a little while and helping to keep us boys straight. So anyway, today we've got a very interesting broadcast. We finally are getting around to reviewing Star Wars Squadrons, which came out last week. So we've been playing a little bit throughout the week, trying to rank up, figure out what's what in the game, and most importantly, is it worth buying? Whether you're a diehard Star Wars fan or not. So we're going to talk a little bit about the game and give you a quick review, and then we're going to jump in as a squad and show you what it's all about as we live stream on social media and Twitch. All right, before we get to that, a couple of quick little news items out there. Yes, in case you did not know, the new consoles are being released in November. Xbox Series X will be released on November 10th, which we will do a live unveiling of that new console either that Monday night or Tuesday on the 10th, whenever I get it in my hands here in the studio. The PS5 will be released on Thursday, November 12th, so 2 days later. Still no word yet on whether we'll be doing a live unveiling, mostly because everything was in limited quantities. And a lot of people had a hard time getting stuff reserved, mostly with PlayStation. So I've done my fair share of bitching about Sony and everything. And while I complained on our other podcast how they fucked up the reservations, it turns out it wasn't quite Sony's fault. It was really Walmart's fault for doing everything early, which made every other retailer have to do things early in their reservation. And like GameStop, the one GameStop that we work well with here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, nobody even got a call. They just released it. They had 6 available, and it was family members and walk-ins, and they were gone quick. Unlike Microsoft, which weeks in advance set a very specific date of when you could do your reservation and when you could start lining up to make that reservation, which was on the 22nd of September at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which, you know, for the studio here, we got one reserved. So anyway, we don't know whether there's going to be another round of reservations for the PlayStation 5. Again, still questioning the quantities and everything. I think what's going to happen is most people aren't going to get them this holiday season, and we may not be talking much about the PlayStation 5 until next year. Although I do want to point out, if the government decides to do another stimulus bill, another round of checks for everybody, which you should do, and I know most people, if you're like us, might be using a little bit of that for the new console. You should also force retailers to make more and make sure that we can spend our money, our new stimulus check, properly. Just throwing out suggestions there. I don't think this is a partisan issue whatsoever. But anyway, that's what's going on. So we'll let you know more about our live unveilings of new consoles and how we're going to review those and talk about them later this year and going into next year. But with that said, we always kind of like to talk about this week's side of the apocalypse or things that are just kind of ridiculous. I was telling everybody beforehand on one of my little Sony flashback consoles that have multiple games on the hard drive, we talk a lot about Golden Axe. I know Scott and I were talking a lot about it a while back, and just one of the greatest arcade games out there.
Oh, yeah.
How many people realize that they actually made 3 of those games? I know you mostly see 1 or 2 in the arcades. Well, I had never played 3 before, and I decided to just try it one night and see how far I could get. I literally got all the way to the last level, and they killed me right in the middle. I was so fucking disappointed. I was like, I can't believe this is happening, and I'm not that good of a gamer. And but I felt kind of proud of myself for getting as far as I did in that game. I don't know if it's a sign that I'm a better gamer or it was just a shittier Golden Axe game and not that hard. But it could go either way. We tell the truth.
Well, if you beat Golden Axe, you're a fucking noob.
I also say that as we're about to start playing, and we'll die a lot in our missions.
Yeah.
Always keep it under 20. Anyway, before we get started on talking about a review, Beth, again, welcome to our new gaming, our gaming team. We're glad to have you. We've enjoyed gaming with you. Tell us, what is your all-time favorite video game? I mean, what got you into playing video games?
Technically, I think the first game I ever played was possibly Zelda, Ocarina of Time on the N64.
Always a classic.
I was so bad at it, but I don't know. The game that got me into like longer games was probably like the Mass Effect trilogy.
Oh,
Because first game I played, I was like, oh, it takes 60 hours at least to complete the story. So
Right. You can't just simply do it in an afternoon.
no, I tried though.
Love the Mass Effect games. They are on EA Access or EA Play. I guess they changed their name.
for now, anyway.
Yeah, for now, most of them are great. We're still trying to figure out why they made 5. It just seemed kind of a letdown. But anyway, yeah, Mass Effect is awesome. Now, since we've been doing a lot of multiplayer games, when it comes to like any kind of first-person shooter, do you have a fan favorite?
Call of Duty Black Ops was fun. I don't know. I just played it for like 20 hours straight. I remember that. I remember not sleeping and being disappointed.
And this is back in the day when Call of Duty games used to be awesome.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
now
I
they
just
just
played on like a PS2.
Yes. Yeah, we were laughing with the new Call of Duty game coming out this year that the best Call of Duty game that's been released in 2020 was the remastered edition of Modern Warfare 2 for $20. I have no doubt that will end up being a hell of a lot better than this new game they have coming out, the reimagining of Black Ops.
I think somebody needs to go on an Ewok hunt. What do y'all think?
But anyway, well, Zelda, great, always classic games to go back to. In the N64 was one of the greatest systems ever made, mostly for GoldenEye.
Yes.
GoldenEye was fun, yeah. I always died at GoldenEye because I would play with my brother and he showed no mercy. So
sounds like a
Odd
typical
job, golden gun.
All right. Well, we're going to jump into talking about Squadrons before we play. First of all, this is a $40 game. So if you haven't picked it up yet, you don't have to run out and spend a full retail price on it. So that might change your mind on whether you're interested in buying it or not. I will first say that we've all had fun playing it. I don't know if it's one of the best games we've ever played or one of the greatest games, but we've certainly had fun, and we're going to have some fun later. But Scott, I'm going to turn it over to you. You're the one that's actually finished the campaign and done more into it.
yes.
Your initial, your assessment of this game.
The storyline is interesting. I'm so happy it's not Skywalker horseshit. That makes me very, very happy.
Jesus.
I'm happy it's a new squadron, new people. That's fun to see. I like it. It's very, very much written in the style and step of an older Star Wars film, not the new Disney tone, which to me is good. But no, storyline, I loved it. I loved it. They did all kinds of stuff of including all kinds of people, but they did it really just like subtly, but just boom, right there, you're done. The Empire's squad, the squad commander is, gay. He talks about him and his husband, what they're gonna do when they retire. You've got an Asian female captain in charge, which is going to piss off a lot of neckbeards, and I mean, it's good. I like it. It's positive because most of the crews are, women or people of color, and and that's great. I think it's a lot of good jives and a lot of positive points in that direction. So and it's right there, $40. Yeah, totally worth it. Multiplayer though lacks much to be desired. So,
I really do love the multiplayer. I mean, it does feel like just a really good DLC for Battlefront 2. It does. I like the idea that there is cross-platform, but at the same time, we are very much against the PC players. And we're just letting you know now that if you're a fucking dick with us in our squad, we're going to target you constantly with 2 of us. So, heads up there. I don't know if this really should have been a whole game by itself. I feel like you could have easily dropped this as a really good DLC for Battlefront 2 and just been done with it. But adding a little storyline and campaign that's reminiscent of the old X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, Rogue Squadron games and everything, I thought was kind of cool. And that's something that you don't often see, especially from EA and Star Wars, in doing something like this. I'd like to think they kind of learned their lesson after they, threw out that piece of shit Battlefront 1 game and then tried to charge
Battlefront 2 early debacle of loot crate and bullshit.
Yeah, right, including $60 just to play a few battles in the DLC. I'm like, yeah.
So this is me playing the devil's advocate, and I know it's really fucking weird for me not to be overly critical of the game. But I don't know. I kind of feel like EA may have learned their lesson a little bit. Because based on how things are set up in the game and how the customizable content they have. But I feel that they've already shown that with Battlefront 2, they're continued to giving more content with that.
Right.
So it's possible that's going to go on. So who knows? Maybe this is going to be kind of one of those things where they keep adding additional content, and then at the end they do kind of what they do with Battlefront 2, where they give you that little in segment of Iden versus, her dying and being old and setting up that new storyline for another Star Wars, storyline possibly for them. Maybe that's what they're going to do with this. We're going to get block chunks of this war because right now it's still not done. So maybe that's how they're going to do it. And then essentially, your DLC is going to be like maybe $10-15, but they're going to give you more as it goes on. And, who knows? It's still very early days. So who knows? We'll see.
Well, I'm just glad that they made it affordable, and with everything, coming out this year and even some of the, with the lack of content, I think we're getting a good value. That's the way I look at it.
Definitely.
I mean, I'm personally not going to sit there and play this game every day.
No.
I want to come back to it with a squad and have some fun with it while we explore other things. But, and again, having something that's reminiscent of those classic flying Star Wars games is great. So that's really kind of my take on it. Chad, I know you haven't done a whole lot, but what's your initial impression of this game?
Let me grab a prop first.
A prop? Okay.
Well, this is about to get sexy. Or very weird. I don't know. We'll see.
Are you about to make this weird? You gonna make this Joe Biden weird?
Probably putting on a helmet or something. That's what I want to do. He loves props.
No.
He's a prop guy. He's like Carrot Top. You know, that's what's gonna happen. Couple of years, Chad's just gonna become a fucking.
If
A
we're doing
muscle
puppet
meat
shows,
roast
you gotta get that cleared with me first. Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, that's a long top review.
Oh, okay.
I can't see it. I don't know what he has.
It's a
Oh.
Kylo Ren saber.
Nice. You
Nice.
actually got one of those. All right, fantastic. So
There will be a day where the Star Wars game that is all things to all people will be released. But it is not this game. There will be a game that will click all the boxes for all fanboys, all gaming geeks, all genders, all identifications. But it is not this game. There will be a game where all the bitching and pissing and moaning will finally cease, and all will be happy and all will be right with the world in the Star Wars gaming realm. But it is not this game.
I forgot to tell everybody that we were going to have our own little gaming church service.
Okay. No, that's my best Sith Lord Aragorn charging
Wow.
charging the
Okay.
Black Gate.
With a
Things I
lightsaber.
like about it. Great environment. The graphics engine is rock solid. I like the from the storyline aspect of it. I like the camaraderie that all these different mixed breeds and it's a melting pot of personality. It does constantly drive me crazy that the Empire always seems to have the old ancient Rome films of the 1950s and 60s where they all have to have British accents in order to be evil. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I was gonna say that later on. That's great.
I'm like, oh, got to be an asshole. He's a Brit. Got to be a prick. I've never understood that. Yes, it feels like a game that was, I don't know if it was just rushed or underdeveloped fundamentally. There is the skeleton of a rock solid experience here. It just needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. Yes, it does feel like a mega DLC pack for Battlefront. Why they couldn't have just made this part of Battlefront and not called it Squadrons, I don't know. But I guess maybe you're not on the Battlefront anymore if you're in the sky. I don't know.
Right.
But dogfighting was a part of Battlefront in the first iteration, so that doesn't hold much water. The fact that you've got a development team that's just doing this, I guess, is a positive. But I think they did that with Battlefront as well, where they had separate teams working on separate components of the game. So as long as we don't have a remaster of Masters of Terras Kasi, I think we're heading in the right direction. But the game is enjoyable, but there is an awful lot of griefing and nerfing going on. I'm not a fan of the inability to filter out certain platforms. You've already touched on that, because if I could avoid gaming with PC gamers, I will die a happy Sith Lord or Rebel Pilot, whatever the fuck you want to align yourself with. But overall, it's almost there, but it's still not quite there. It makes your little fanboy butterflies start fluttering, but it doesn't make them erupt in joy. So take that for what you will.
I think we understand why this is a $40 game. Again,
Yes.
I mean, you're not wrong that it doesn't check every box and all that. But again, I still think you get a lot of value with this game, especially with a Star Wars fan, and being able to come back and play as a squad. I like the fact that you can have up to 5 people. You're not just limited to 4.
Yeah, you get a full element. I like that.
Right.
As soon as we saw this was a budget title, I think that kind of helped us kind of mentally prepare ourselves with, okay, so this isn't going to be a top tier experience. So
Right.
I can't really say that I'm all that disappointed with it.
Well, I am curious to see how this game is going to play on the new Xbox Series X that has faster processor, and the same with the PS5. I'm wondering if to be able to compete with the PC guys, you're going to have those new consoles, which sucks in a way because there's going to be people that aren't going to be able to get the new consoles for a year or so.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if that's your way of we're releasing this game, get used to it. You'll learn the ins and outs. But by the time you get a faster console, you're going to be able to compete with the asshole PC players. And yes, we are calling you guys out for that. Nothing against PC gaming, because X-Wing versus TIE Fighter is still one of my all-time favorite games, and that was PC. But faster processors and everything, it's not fair gameplay, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Do you think it's the processing issue, or do you think it's more of a control setup issue to where they kind of have the advantage with the mouse and keyboard?
I mean, there is something special about having a joystick and with one hand and then the keyboard. I mean, again, that's what I loved about X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. So
Yeah.
Anyway, very interesting. Beth, what's your assessment of this game?
I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow Chad's opener, so
I'm sorry. I've been cooped up all week. It's my birthday week, so I've been having this bottled up inside me.
I know Friar Womack over here with his lightsaber.
And
It is not this game.
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is you have to get used to dying just right off the bat, because there's a severe learning curve.
Right.
You just have to just listen to John Williams. Don't watch your own death. That'll just anger you.
Hit X if you're playing on Xbox. Just skip it. You don't need to see it.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish there was more things to do with multiplayer, because there's really only 2 modes of play.
Right.
And so after a while, it's okay, I've played these 2 things. My interest kind of declines a little bit. Or I can only play it for short periods of time because there's not a lot of variety in what you can do. I am thoroughly enjoying the storyline, though. I haven't finished it yet, though.
Well, and to Scott's point too about how they kept adding more to Battlefront 2 over the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
They've really expanded the modes and dropped in some good DLC to add to the story. I feel like that's what they're going to do with this. It almost feels like we can't put all the flying stuff we want into Battlefront. We want them to be able to have a new game, but we want to keep adding to this. You have your Ewok hunt, your regular multiplayer modes and stuff like that, which are in lightsaber duels for Battlefront. Everything you want in flying, you're going to get. Or in this game. Plus, you're going to forget about the original Battlefront game where they really did try to pack in all sorts of stuff into it and then overcharge you for it. Maybe that's really their way of just expanding on, we're going to give you 2 very distinct games that you need to own in Star Wars. Battlefront 2 for all your regular multiplayer stuff, and then this one for all your flying modes. And I get that, and I'm okay with that as long as you're not charging an arm and a leg to do it. Or if you
what I'd like to see them do? You know what I'd really like to see them do? What they did with Call of Duty Warzone, and where you can merge the 2 under one roof. You know what I mean? That I think would work really well. Make it a separate entity, but make it to where you can include it into Battlefront if you choose to, if you've got both.
Yeah, and that's fair. But Beth, you're absolutely right. There's a lot more you can add besides what we're just getting, now.
I mean, the gameplay is still very fun once you get a handle on all of the different controls. And I just upgraded all my ships because I had accrued a lot of different points. So they'll probably be a lot easier to not die.
Right. But you have to get over you have to go through that in the first, few times that you're playing. And in fact, I couldn't get a handle on all the controls, with just a controller. I literally printed out the controls and laminated it. So I have it in front of me like I used to do with X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. I'm like, what am I forgetting again? But there's a big learning curve with this game.
That's what's really good about the storyline, though, is because the storyline sort of serves like one giant controls tutorial, because it slowly teaches you all the different stuff you can do. So then it's easier to memorize. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're going to give a quick final grade to this game, what we have so far, and then we're going to get into gaming, and you're going to get to listen to us as we bitch, and also target those PC players. Scott, we'll start with you as a squad leader. Overall, 1 out of 10. What would you give this game?
Because we don't do halves, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Can't believe I'm actually not.
that's because they and the reason why I'm giving it an 8 right now is because of the fact that for a $40 game, that's kind of where it is, you know. And yeah, they haven't given us a lot with multiplayer, but it's still very early days. You know, EA is very known for constantly giving stuff continuously to games. You know, so let's see where this goes. I'm probably gonna nail my own dick to a stump by saying this, but you know, let's see where they go with this. No.
This week's Out of the Apocalypse, Scott and I agree on a final grade for a video game.
Yeah.
That's never really happened. I gave it really a 7.5. I felt like it teetered on okay to great. But my nostalgia for Star Wars and playing flying games it makes it more of an 8. And the more that I've gotten used to everything and have played, I really do enjoy it. And if this was a $60 game, it would probably be a lower grade because we do talk about value, and it's a very good value. So I'm with you on that. That's mine. Chad, how about you?
I think I still have to give it a 7 because I want to give it room to grow, and my grade will probably go up depending on how much they add to the game further down the road.
Okay. And Beth, how about you? What's your final grade on this game?
My first instinct was like B+ before you said numbers, so like a soft 8.
Soft 8. Okay. I think you and I are kind of in agreement on that. It's like you're kind of in between where it should be. But yes, we do round up
a lot of potential.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing to point out about Star Wars Squadron. It has a lot of potential. We're all very interested to see what they add to it. And we're going to keep coming back to it in our gameplay because, you know, one day we're just going to be like, you know what? We haven't been in our X-Wing or our TIE Fighter for a while. Let's do this. Now, you want me to make this game a 9? Okay, I get that it's Squadrons, but you need to give me an all-out battle where, yeah, I'm flying the Millennium Falcon. I'm just saying.
No, God no. No, I mean, give me like fucking, you know, the Death Star trench run or something like that. Fine, give me that. Give me the ability to swap between turrets to where I can pick down people out of the sky until they get blown up. Cool, I'm okay with that. But for the love of fuckery, please give me some other kind of interesting heroes or someone to play other than the Star Wars Skywalker crap. I'm so done with it. Please, let's move the fuck on.
By the way, still one of the greatest arcade games that came out in 1983. And if you find a good little classic arcade center, if they're good, like Free Play, which is 2 blocks from my house in Richardson, Texas, they will generally have the Atari Death Star Trench Run arcade game. So,
it was fun as fuck.
Oh my God. Yeah, I still remember my father. We went to go see Return of the Jedi, and we were playing the game, and I was crying because all I wanted to do is play the game. He's like, "But son, we're going to go see Star Wars. We're going to watch a movie. Fine, you can come back and play it after we've seen the movie." And we stayed for another hour playing that game.
Has anybody else experienced Battle Pod, Star Wars Battle Pod at like a Dave and Buster's or like a high end arcade lately?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because
Oh my God, Marcus, if you haven't experienced this, the last one I knew of, they had one out at the Parks Mall in Arlington where you get in a full booth. It costs like $1.25 to play one match.
I played it, yeah.
And like when you take off out of the Yavin hangar, fans come on underneath you and blow your hair back. I mean, it's insane. They'll have 2 pods connected, and you can either co-op and take the trench together or dogfight each other.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
the thing
I-
tilts
I-
and rolls and pitches, and it's probably the best Star Wars dogfighting experience in existence. So
Hmm.
I got to kind of give that one the edge over the old Atari game. But
Well, it's more nostalgia, and I agree with you. But I mean, when people are doing that kind of stuff, I don't know who's doing pod arcade games anymore. I
True.
know that there used to be a gaming competition for pod, like a little convention in South Haven, Michigan, of all weird places. A friend of mine, actually one of the regional members of that nerd show, he started the very first week we started in 2012. He was with us, Mr. Al Wood. Give that man a shout out. He does pod gaming and would always go to this thing, always telling me about it. But anyway, so there you go. It averages between 7 and 8. We look forward to what they're going to be adding, and we'll definitely be talking more about this game. But now it's time to start playing. So I'm going to switch the share screen, and I'm going to make sure that my picture doesn't pop up and scare the squad.
Clark,
Scare the squad out of us.
Yeah, just looking out for you guys. All right.
We appreciate that, sir.
We should all strive to the point where we potentially all look as if we are truly in a squad together. Matching paint jobs, matching uniforms.
All right.
Once we get all that swag unlocked, then yeah, that will be our next goal.
Hello there, fellow nerds. I'm Marcus Blake, the editor and producer of That Nerd Show, and we need your help. That's right, we need your support. Like any news outlet, we rely on advertising and donations to keep the lights on. To be the greatest show in this universe, we need funding, and that's where you come in. Like most artists out there, we actually have a Patreon account, and we're asking for donations. But we're not just asking for you to give us money. We actually have stuff that we're going to be giving away if you donate. So we'll be uploading more and more videos to our Patreon account from YouTube, from our daily news to interviews with celebrities to gaming videos and all of our other individual shows that we are doing here in 2020. But to keep us going, we need a little bit of funding. And then again, that's where you come in. So it can be as little as $1. $1 makes all the difference in the world. And you can do anywhere from $1 to $3 to $5, all the way up to $500. And we're going to be giving stuff away for your donations. So you could get some Nerd Power wristbands or any other wristbands from our series of wristbands that we're creating for nerds. You can get cool retro gaming t-shirts from our Nerd Swag shop if you make a donation of $20 or more. You can even get advertising on our website or within our videos if you make a purchase or donate $50 or more dollars. We have different tiers, like most artists. Want that new video game that's coming out this year? You want to be playing the same video game we are as we're reviewing it? Hey, you can do that with a $100 donation. Are you looking to get a new console before the year is out? Hey, $500 and you can get an Xbox One, a PlayStation 4, or even a Nintendo Switch. It just takes a little bit to help us. As little as $1 per video that we do. And we're going to have a variety of videos that you can help support. So if you like our content, if you like everything that we do as nerds, from honest conversations about pop culture to great celebrity interviews to wacky and fun gaming videos, then help support us on our Patreon account. You can check us out at patreon.com/thatnerdshow. You can check us out at patreon.com/that. Take 3. Go to patreon.com/thatnerdshow and make your donation today. Even if it's just $1. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you and stay nerdy. Okay, I think we've got everything. Sure. We're good to go. Baby Yoda, I always got to keep an eye out on you. Okay. And all right. Scott, do you want to lead us into what we're supposed to be doing? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's totally do this. Once okay, sorry. I was being naughty and I was in the hangar. So,
Naughty.
okay. God damn it. So my first bitch is they didn't fix the fucking glitch where when you have someone set up, it changes the outfit you don't fucking want for the outfit they want you to have or some shit. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into fleet battle versus AI because right now we can't do fleet battles versus ranked because Chad is not
because I suck.
well, I think it's like you have to be like level 5 or some shit like that. You just haven't gotten there yet. It's okay.
We'll probably get you there today, so let's do
yeah,
it.
you probably definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
and
literally
after
like
that,
right there, almost a level 10. So
yeah. And then so what we're gonna do after that is we're gonna do a little bit of dogfight and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch us into this. There we go. And we are nice and ready. And this is just like any other EA game. You guys don't have to do jack shit. So. Okay. And I have enough time to hopefully. No, I don't. Damn you! Why are you like this?
by the way, I actually wanted to buy a X-Wing pilot helmet. They were doing a special deal with the game. It was going to be like $100. I'm like, I could show that out. And then you don't get them until January.
Oh, nice.
It's like, screw you.
Very, very dirty.
And I'm not spending $250 on Amazon for some guy who makes them in his own little shop. Like, no, I'll take the $100 one. It'll probably, and nothing against the guys that go all out for cosplay. I love those guys, but let's see. New console, X-Wing pilot helmet. We got to go with the new console.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making one myself, like doing the entire full kit caboodle kind of thing.
I kind of want an outfit myself too. I would love to, like next year at Alcon, if it happens. It seems like everything else is getting pushed back, but I would love to just be hanging out. Yo, we just came from the hangar, shot down some TIE fighters.
Yeah, no, and that's what I would love to do. I would love to coordinate, make an entire like squadron outfit, and then have like the different helmets if we all want different helmets or whatever, but like have like a cool jacket or something, and then the flight suits or whatever. I'd totally be down with that.
Yeah, you want to put that together? You tell me how much it costs. I'm down.
I'd
Yeah, 'cause
totally.
we got to keep those chicks off of us somehow.
I'm digging the green flight suit kind of idea with like, just well tailored, looking good, and I want to rock like one of the newer style helmets. I think those look kind of sweet. And maybe some kind of like, leather looking bombardier jacket or some shit. I'm all down with that, So
I would do that. So I was
make our own squadron patch or some shit.
Scott, Chad and I were texting earlier this week, and I didn't get to share this, but while we're waiting, this is why I love nerds, when you can make a quick reference and they know exactly where you're going with it. And I told him that he could be my wingman, my X-Wing wingman anytime. And then he just sends me the GIF of Iceman. Remember at the end of Top Gun? They're like, no, you can be my wingman.
Bullshit,
Like,
you can be mine.
Yeah. And because I was stuck on that. What do? You go on Amazon and look up Top Gun flight suits, and I bought one.
God.
Yeah. Also, figured out with the flight suit, they kind of expect everybody who's wearing one to be short because it's a little snug in the crotch area. I had to buy the double XL for the height, and I literally have to put lifts in my boots to make a little room there. And I've like returned 2 of them in the last few days. They weren't the right size. The 3X was way too big. Just like there were some adjustments that had to be made, but it was a lot of fun. And I'm totally hoping we get to put together like a fun little nerd red carpet event next year for the Top Gun movie.
Okay. All right, let's light this candle.
Woo, let's get killed.
I'm gonna rock the A-wing this time. I haven't played with an A-wing yet.
Oh man, I warned you, don't play with that A-wing. It's
You said don't? I thought you said try because it was more maneuverable.
No, I mean you can try if you want, but that motherfucker's paper. I mean, it's a cotton puff.
Well, I guess. Okay. Well, we're gonna rock it for this first match.
I mean, I love A-wings. I think they are sexy looking. Love them, love them, love them. Can't get enough. But no, they are little cotton puffs, man. You can't like you blow on them and they just woo and explode into flame. Just
Like those balsa wood airplanes we played with as kids.
or the shitty ass polystyrene ones you could buy in 1975 at a gas station.
Oh God.
Well, I guess this go around, I'll just target the PC player with somebody else until I can switch over.
All right, make sure you're making clean transitions between your 3 phases and you're watching out for fucking, getting too far back into their zone, because if you do, you'll take on fire from those ships. So, and Marcus is already
Yeah. Into the breach goes Marcus.
Yeah.
I guess he just wanted to change over his ship as quickly as possible.
Yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way, huh? Fucking photon! Shit. I'm over here running my mob, and I was the first one out. No, Marcus was.
Yeah, I was. I totally screwed up.
Oh, and I will say, doing all the little crazy like flips and shit and turns like they fucking do in the movie, totally do it. It works. It will prevent you from being shot to shit, if you will. Come on, give me tone, baby.
Shit. Yeah, I got it.
I got one on me. Damn it.
Come on. Put me back in, coach. At least
I got one.
These bots are no fucking joke, dude. I mean, that's the other thing too. Like, you play bots in like Battlefront or some shit like that, and you can clearly tell they're bots. But in like these bots are like, oh, see these are your testicles. This is what they look like. Yes, and you're like, I don't like this.
the bots sound like Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, they're rude.
Come on.
Let's die already. God, how many times do I have to hit you? Good Lord.
Come on, lock. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, lovely. That which doesn't kill me makes you stronger, but that which does kill me seems to be everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. You are not wrong.
Oh, man.
All right, Luca Dresker, you sound like a mob enforcer for the Corleone family.
Well, it's the name the AIs were given.
Need to make sure that Luca Dresker sleeps with the fishes.
If I gotta fire 4 fucking missiles to kill you, that's just ridiculous.
Oh, come on, you son of a fucking bitch. Go down.
Good Lord. This is how we define suckage, boys and girls.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You got lucky. Skipping. Yeehaw.
Bullshit. Sure.
Come on, give me town, give me town, give me town. Damn it. You're a tricksy little cocksucker, aren't you? Come on, come on, come on. Ah, you slurpy little butthole. Come here.
Wow, I've never heard that one.
All right.
Ha ha!
Good teamwork. I was trying, Marcus. I was trying so hard to get him off you.
No, that's fine. I was trying to drift.
I honestly never do that. I just throttle back and forth between my basic throttles and my turns and everything else. And I turn a hell of a lot more,
What's pissing me off right now though is four fucking missiles to try to get a guy down. That's just horseshit.
Oh no, dude. I'm like knocking the same guy down. He's still alive. He's got dick all for health. He's on fire and screaming, and he won't go down. I can't get on him. Got him finally. Jesus, you got him too. So good revenge.
Game started here watching. Oh, I'm out of ammo. How unfortunate.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna skip off my own goddamn ship.
Do we have a recharge station, or are they all gone?
They're all gone. You're gonna have to go to the hangar for it. Not get on this mother fucker. Fuck.
Finally.
Jesus. Come on, this is horse shit and a half.
Shit.
good
Oh, don't
bullshit.
hit that.
Seriously.
Why do these bots take so many hits to go down, but I go down in 3? That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
The game loves you, Scott.
I know, right?
They're using swords. We're using butter knives, apparently.
I know, right?
Come on, you cork sucker.
Cork sucker.
I'm doing better than I thought I was going to do.
I haven't even looked at mine yet. I gotta resupply my fucking armaments.
I need to do that. I'm just not sure how because I've never done it.
Fly to the big our big main ship, and then the hangar's up underneath it. Fly towards it. It'll be like a little hangar symbol. If you fly towards it and then fly like right into it, you can go in and you ain't gotta slow down. Just fucking just line it up and go.
Christ, where the hell am I? I have no spatial awareness whatsoever.
Oh, that's never good.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Son of a bitch. Where are you on the scope? Where are you on the scope? There you are, and now you're gone. 'Cause you're a dick. Come on, this is bullshit and a half.
Come on, lock.
Fuck me running. That was 18 shades of fuckered. Hello, cock. What are you doing? Whoa, this is a tight spot to be flying, but I'm gonna fucking take it. Oh,
We're in a tight spot.
flip me. Dude, that son of a bitch. Yep, I got countermeasures. Have you? Oh, I'm about to Darth Vader your ass because I have you now. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even get a kill assist on that. I'm not. Oh, my God.
Yeah, sometimes that happens to me too.
Shit.
Ah!
Holy shit. You bastard.
Oh, son of a bitch. How did I like ram him? For the love of Jesus, die, you son of a fucking bitch. What the fuck is this nonsense?
What a relatable sentence. Woo. You know, after
Oh.
playing PC players, the computer's not that awful.
Well, you didn't just spend fighting 10 minutes that guy that you just killed.
Oh,
Whoa! Shit.
Oh.
Finally got shot down.
come on.
We are getting our asses kicked.
Not really.
Well,
I mean, kind of, but yeah, but not really.
listen, we're back on the fence, but
Yeah, we're probably not gonna win. That's fine.
Hmm.
Ah, shit.
ooh, wow, this thing is. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jesus Christ, what the hell's hammering away at me?